Hi, Callie. So I just got your message about checkpoint 2, so I just pulled yours up. Okay, I wanted to go over a few of the ones that you missed with you. So this first one, a function. So first of all, that's your first clue right there, a function. Remember, that means each input has exactly one output. That's what it means to be a function. A function named g has an output of c, or sorry, an input of c, and a range of all real numbers. So range means the numbers that come out of the function. That's like the output of all real numbers, which is the best option here. Okay, so you chose this one. So first of all, if the function is g, that means to be the number on the outside. So it's either going to be this one or this one. The function is g, and the input is c. So what they're putting in is c. So this is called like g of c. So it's either going to be this one or this one, okay, because that's where the function's g, the input is c. And a range of all real numbers. So we need the numbers that come out of this function can be all the real numbers. So looking at this one right here, I noticed there's a c squared. So when we square something, that means what comes out is going to be positive. So for example, even if I put in -3, -3 squared is +9. So that limits the range. The range is only going to be positive numbers for this. It's going to end up being like a parabola. The graph will look like this. So this one's not going to have a range of all real numbers because of that c squared. That limits the range. So I think the answer would have to be this one, because no matter what you plug in here for c, something will come out that is a real number. So that's what you want to do there. Let's look at this other one that you missed. What is the range of f of x if f of x equals x squared? Okay, so another squared here. So range means what comes out. What are the output values? You chose all integers greater than or equal to 0. So I like the greater than or equal to 0 part because of the squared. No matter what I put in, it's going to come out squared. But the problem here is it doesn't have to be integers. Integers are like their absolute value is a whole number. So like 5 or -3, that this is not including decimals and fractions. And you could plug in a decimal or a fraction here. You could do like 0.5 squared would be 0.25. So integers is not going to work here. But this one, all real numbers greater than or equal to 0, that would be the better choice there. Some of these you got partial credit on. So let g be a function. Remember, function means each input has exactly one output. And I see this one says a function g assigns each element of the domain exactly 2 elements of the range. So that would mean each input has 2 outputs. So this should not be checked because that's not a function. And this is a function. So go back and reread through those, thinking about what function means. Each input has one output. And then this one, what are the domain and range of the function? So domain means the numbers you're plugging in. What numbers did they put in? Which numbers are on the x-axis here? Like I can see there's a point at -2. There's a point here at 0 on the x-axis. Oh, wait. Oh, that's -1. Sorry. Yeah, there's a point at -1. There's a point at 0. There's a point at 1. There's a point at 2. So the domain to me looks like -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2. I'm guessing that's somewhere on here. Okay, so you possibly had the domain right. The range is what comes out. So I see that something came out, like the y's, at -2, at 0, at -4, and -8. So 2, 0, -4, and -8. 2, 0, -4, -8. So like it looks like this one to me. For the range. And so you just were off a little bit on that. So anyway, I will unlock another attempt for you right now, and then you can go ahead and try that again now that you watch this video.